So hey guys. So today I had a doctor's appointment. Um yeah, I got to say that like glare. So many people don't know that I had COVID about 2 years ago. It was bad. And when I had it, health issues came. So I started having health issues with the COVID. It affects different people. Um, but unfortunately health issues arose with me. So I accepted it. Said I was gonna do my best to try to get better, get healthier. So when I had COVID, I ended up being on the CPAP machine because of my breathing. I ended up having high blood pressure. My blood pressure ended up being out of whack, and I ended up being pre-diabetic. So I ended up having to get medicine for blood pressure, diabetes, and on a CPAP machine. Well, today, I finally went to the doctor after 6, 7 months because every time it was time for me to go to the doctor, my doctor was either not there or they had left. You know, anybody that goes to the doctor, you get comfortable with the doctors you have. So I was comfortable with the doctors I had. So I really didn't want to see anybody else. But since it had been months and it was time for me to go, I said I will go. So we're talking, and she did ask me what medication I was on. Yeah, for the last 7 months, I had stopped taking the diabetes medicine because whenever I took it, my blood sugar would drop, and I could tell. And so I had stopped taking it for like 7 months, 7 to 8 months. Whenever my appointment was canceled and my doctor had moved to another place, which no one knew. No one still knows where she went. I found out. I asked her. I'm like, where did she go? Because I was gonna follow her. That's how much I like that doctor. But they said they didn't know where she went. So I'm like, okay. She asked me about that. I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have not taken that medicine in like 7 months. Um, I still take my blood pressure medicine, like I told her. She asked me about a couple other things. And like I said, I'm not gonna lie. She asked me what I eat and stuff. I had told her I had cut back on a lot of meat. I do eat mostly the seafood type meat. So I did tell her that I cut back on a lot. She's like, okay. So she got my medicine fixed, and we talked about my diabetes. Sorry, my diabetes medicine. So she was like, okay, before we continue with that medicine, we're going to check your A1C. I'm not a needle person. So yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was in there like, no, 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 no. Yeah, they had to hold my hand. So I got to go back in 2 weeks. And she was like, we're going to warn you, we're going to get blood. So we just want to prepare you. So I'm like, okay. So they checked my A1C. They checked my blood sugar. My blood sugar was 110. She said, that's really good. I said, okay. And then they checked my A1C, so I had to wait. So I did let her know that time when I took the medicine for the pre-diabetes. I told her I had took that, and my blood sugar must have dropped because they just put me on the medicine. The last I put me on the medicine, she did. She said check it here now and again, just check it, but I didn't. So um it dropped, which made me stop taking it. Because when it dropped, I was in here eating every sweet I could find to bring it back up. Like, I have never felt like that, and I'm assuming it was that made me feel that way. So we still waiting on the A1C results. So she said, okay, after we got done talking and discussing on what we're gonna do, how we're gonna try to switch my medicine, she was like, well, if you have situation with this medicine, and then you're allergic. So I'm allergic to metformin. So a lot of people take metformin for weight loss and stuff, but I'm allergic to it, so I can't take it. Yeah, ironic. Out of any medicine, that one that I always hear good stuff about with that one. So she was saying I told her I was allergic to it, so I can't take that one. So she finally said, well, let me go check your results. So she went out. She was gone about 5 minutes. And yeah, I got my little boy in there. So of course I'm trying to tell him this is why we have to. Cause I made a scene when I was getting my blood drawn. Like I was no, wait, give me a check. So like I told him, I'm like, this is why we're working on trying to get you healthy. Because we don't want you to go through this. This is one thing we want to prevent, because if I can't take needles, I know he can't. So I'm explaining to him, like, we got to get it together, get you healthy. That's why we hold stuff from you so you don't eat certain stuff, because we want you healthy. Yeah, so she come back in there and she was like, have you did any lifestyle changes? Like anything from the 7, 8 months? I said, no. She said, and you haven't been taking that medicine for 6, 7 months. I'm like, no. Should I have been taking it? So I'm like nervous now. I'm like, I should have been taking it, because I'm thinking I should have been taking the medicine because something is wrong or not right. She say, your A1C is under 7. We want it under 7 and it's under 7. So that is good. Say, you don't have to take any more of the medicine. Um, a blessing. Somebody's been praying for me. Not only have I been praying for myself, my family, my mama, because yeah, the woman. So I no longer have to take the medicine for diabetes, but she diabetes. But she say I do need to continue doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I have been drinking, of course, a lot more water. So that is one of the things, and I have left most of that meat alone, besides the shrimp, fish. She said I can cut back if I can try to cut back on more starches and drink more water and leave all the sweet stuff. Yeah, I can do that. I done came this far. I am so excited. One less medication. I had to come and tell you guys. So, yay. If I can do it, y'all, anybody can do it. So, I'm so excited. No more having to take that medicine. So, that's all I had to say. Thank you guys so much for listening.